All right, today taking a look at the EZshoot tactical flashlight with strobe function as well as a laser incorporated. Inside the box, you're going to find your charging cable as well as a manual which will tell you about installing either Picatinny or M-Lock. For the purposes of this review, I'm going to be installed on M-Lock, and sometimes YouTube or Amazon give a little trouble with the installation process, so I'm just going to leave it on there and let you know that it's very easy to do whether you have Picatinny or M-Lock. It comes with the configuration of being able to be installed with Picatinny, and inside you have two Picatinny wings that will work with this, and I think this is a really great idea. So right off the bat, it's ready to go with Picatinny. I think a lot of people still have Picatinny on there, and it's a great universal mounting platform. But if you have M-Lock like what I have here, this is M-Lock, and I prefer M-Lock, and I just mounted it up right there. Very nice and low profile. It doesn't stick out too much. So here's your manual. Shows you the charging cable and how this should all go together, how to take things apart. It also tells you about the functions of the strobe and what you can do for on and off and how to zero your laser, which we're not going to go over here for this video. This is more of an overview. Some other things inside the box would be just your hardware and tools needed to configure your light. All right, so here it is mounted up. Again, there's buttons on the bottom, there's buttons on the top, and then you also have your charging pad right here. It is a magnetic charging pad, and I like these. These are really cool, very handy. You can just leave it charging for a couple hours, few hours, and typically that's enough for me to go, I don't know, maybe a month. I could probably go a month off of that if I'm not using it heavily. If I use it a lot, it's easy enough to just leave it plugged in on the wall and come over and magnetically hit it up while I read a book or something, watch a movie, and then come take it off after it's done. So you can see here you have adjustments for your laser. That's what that pocket is for there and there. That's going to adjust your laser beam to be zeroed. I suggest closer distances for lasers, something like 20 yards or closer, because you're typically not going to be running those out very far. This is going to be strapped to a 9mm. Right now, this is not a gun. This is just a piece of M-Lock, and later I'll be strapping it to a gun and showing you a little shooting. So here's the laser function. As you can see, it's a green laser. It really contrasts nicely, and it is quite bright. I find that it shoots pretty far. I'm going to show you in a little bit that it's a great designator. And then there's the light on top of that, and they do work well together. So I'll turn the light off, and again, just showing you, don't want to shine this out too far towards the road, but a pretty awesome laser, very functional. And turn that off, and here's the light. There's the strobe function. So I pressed it twice. So once, twice, there's the strobe, and off again. So I can press them both at the same time, and I get laser and light. And if I press the light, it'll turn off. If I press the laser, it'll turn off. If I press the light and press it again, it'll strobe. So it's a two-click kind of situation there. And off. So opposite sides of the light itself is where you're going to find those lights. One over, one under. It's about 1200 lumens, advertised for 1200 lumens. Let's go ahead and throw this on a firearm and then go do a little shooting with some 9mm. All right, here's the light. Here's strobe. Here's light plus laser. There's just laser. Just laser is pretty strong. I can still tell when I'm on steel. Light plus laser. There's all the functions, light, laser, and everything else. looking at a little over 100 yards. It's actually got an excellent fill here and spill pretty far. It's got a nice center hot portion rate. I can show a little closer at about 25 yards here. Plenty hot. And then just the edges seem to illuminate this 45-yard wide lane that I'm in. And if you can see out there, I can definitely see to 110 yards just fine at that back berm. In fact, I'll turn off the light, and here's my laser. Now the laser is right here. Track it with me out there. And we're at 100, 110, 120-ish trees out there. So I think we're making it to about 150 yards cleanly. Then it starts to break up a little bit. There's the strobe function. Definitely can light up this whole area I'm in, this entire shooting bay out to 110 yards. Easily lighting this up. Lots of spill and still a decent hot center light in the middle there. The two of them, the laser and the light together, I can pick it out really well with my eye. The camera might not be able to, but I definitely can. Not too bad. Let's turn on the laser over here. Yeah, pretty excellent actually. Again, that's the EZshoot 1200 lumen laser light combo. That's Picatinny and M-LOK compatible. I think it's a great deal. Lights like these are more and more capable and more affordable. You can check them out on Amazon. If this isn't exactly what you were looking for, look through their storefront because they might have something else that fits you really well. And actually check out my videos too for other lights that are very similar to this from the same brand.